You know that feeling, right? That heavy, unmotivated feeling, like something inside of you is just broken, and you have no idea how to fix it. For years, you've probably just called it depression. Well, let's dive into a totally different perspective, one from the legendary psychologist Carl Jung, that might just reframe everything for you.
So you've put a label on this thing, this invisible weight you carry around. You call it depression. I mean, it's the only word we really have that seems to fit, doesn't it? But what if that label is actually hiding the real story?
We're all taught to see this feeling as, a chemical imbalance, some kind of glitch in our system that needs to be patched or corrected. But what if it's not a sign that you're broken at all?
What if that heavy feeling is actually a signal? Like a sacred alarm bell going off in the deepest part of you, trying desperately to get your attention about something that is fundamentally, deeply misaligned in your life.
Okay, so let's really explore this core idea. Instead of seeing this heavy feeling as some enemy we have to defeat, we're gonna start looking at it as a messenger, one that has some absolutely crucial information just for you.
See, this isn't about just having a bad day or a bad week. Jung believed it comes from a deep, what he called a soul-level conflict. It's this massive split between the functional, acceptable person you show to the world and the true, authentic self that's been buried deep down inside. And this is where the whole approach just flips on its head. Instead of fighting this feeling or trying to numb it, Jung suggests we treat it like an honored guest. We get curious. We ask it, why are you here? What do you need me to know?
So if this feeling is a message, who or what is sending it? Well, Jung believed the source of this message is a part of us he called the shadow.
Now, the shadow isn't evil, not at all. It's simply all the parts of you that you learned, probably as a kid, that you had to disown to survive. Your anger, your wild creativity, your unfiltered honesty, all the stuff you were told was too much or not okay. And this is that inner division right here. On one side, you've got the persona, the polite, functional self that just gets through the day. And on the other, you have the shadow holding all the raw, vibrant, and powerful energy you were forced to lock away. The conflict between these two, man, it is exhausting. And get this, the word itself reveals the whole mechanism. You've spent years depressing, literally pressing down your true self. That feeling of heaviness isn't some random symptom. It is the direct result of the immense energy it takes to keep your own vitality buried.
Okay, so how do we fix this? Well, according to Jung, you don't fix it. You embark on a journey, a descent inward that actually mirrors the greatest myths and legends ever told.
Think about the hero's journey, right? The descent into the dark cave, the belly of the whale. These aren't just cool stories. Jung saw them as psychological blueprints. This feeling isn't a sign that you're lost, it's the call to adventure. It's an initiation into a more real, more authentic life.
But what happens if we ignore that call? If we just hit snooze? Well, the shadow doesn't just go away. No way. It starts to dominate from the dark. It leaks out sideways, as sabotaged relationships, as bitterness, as that constant nagging feeling that you're just a hollow shell going through the motions. You can't outrun it.
All right, so if we're supposed to listen to this message, how do we even learn the language? The shadow doesn't speak in plain English. It speaks in symbols, in feelings, and in patterns. Jung gave us three main pathways to start understanding this hidden part of ourselves. First, by paying attention to our intense reactions to other people. Second, by listening to the strange stories our dreams are telling us. And third, by giving the shadow a voice through creativity. Let's start with projections. Have you ever had just an irrationally strong negative reaction to someone? Or felt this burning envy for someone who just seems so free and unapologetic? That's a huge clue. And here's the key. The people who trigger us the most are often just mirroring back a disowned part of our own shadow. That confidence in someone else that you call arrogance, it might just be the self-worth you were never allowed to own. That artist you roll your eyes at could be your own buried creativity screaming to get out. And then you've got dreams. Jung called them the royal road to the unconscious. They aren't literal, A dream about being chased might just mean you're running from a part of yourself. The emotion of the dream, that's the real message. So let's talk about the goal of all this. The point isn't to get rid of sadness or to eliminate the shadow. The real goal is integration. It's about finally becoming whole.
You tell yourself this story all the time, don't you? That you just lack motivation or you don't have enough discipline.
But what if it isn't laziness at all? What if it's the completely natural result of suppressing your own life force? Your psyche is basically on strike, refusing to generate energy for a life that feels false.
That bone-deep exhaustion, the kind that sleep never seems to fix. You blame your schedule, your diet, you blame everything outside of you.
That tiredness is the sheer weight of all the words you haven't said, the art you haven't made, the boundaries you haven't set. It's the exhaustion of holding your own soul underwater.
So, when it comes down to it, this perspective doesn't offer you an easy fix. It offers something way more profound. It offers meaning. That feeling you've been fighting for so long isn't a problem to be solved, it's a calling to a deeper, more honest life. It's an invitation to stop just coping and to finally, truly start becoming. The only question is, are you ready to walk through that door?